Hello there, my flock. The Badraven here. This is an older video made in October 28, 2011, where the Drewdrop and I went to see the Christmas Story House in Cleveland, Ohio. And it was a 7-hour trip. We stopped halfway and we made it up there and was very excited to see Ralphie's house. Drewdrop was a little wore out from the trip and enjoyed it, but enjoyed it as much as I did, because I was a kid like the candy store. And here's Drewdrop trying to cross the road. We're over here across from the house when we first parked. The people out on the porch of the Christmas Store house is where they do their tours, and we're getting ready for their turn to go in. We didn't have our tour bought. You have to go over to the museum across the road to be able to get your ticket, pay for your ticket to get to go in. And here's some pictures that I got from the actual footage from the movie. They're very faithful to what the house looked like. Very, very authentic. They redid some stuff, and here we're Flick and Ralphie are walking, and Randy has fell over. This is where all the kids walked, and I'll show you the footage where you can see the houses beside there, how they walked to school, and that was actually filmed up there in Cleveland. A lot of the exteriors were used, but the interiors of the house were different from the movie. Just certain scenes that I'll tell you about was actually filmed from inside the house, but not very many. Here's the museum across from it. This is the actual house that you can see from the museum. I don't have any footage from the museum itself, but I was taking this footage of Drewdrop and I on the outside waiting for our time to go in. They would not let you film inside the house with video at the time I went. And here is the corner, and you see the iconic house. The man that actually restored this, I don't know his name. I'll probably put it in the description. But he made leg lamps because he was really enjoyed the movie and decided to make a leg lamp like in the movie, and contacted the WB to be able to get the rights to be able to sell them. And then he bought enough, sold enough to be able to buy the house when it went on sale, and he restored it and turned it into this masterpiece of a house for his love of the actual movie. Just like our love got us to go way up there. Here the old man is going out to the front of the house to look at the leg lamp that he won from the major award. The Drewdrop is right pretty close to where he came out of the house. And this is Ralphie and the family looking at their dad, trying to get it lined up. And the man on the right is Bob Clark, the director of this movie. He also directed Porky's and some other movies at the time. And it was just a really great directed movie. Here's the actual leg lamp. The glare on the window didn't show up too good. The iconic footage of the house. And here's Drewdrop waiting. We're outside waiting at the corner. And I did like a little comparison of the actual footage from the movie where Ralphie and the gang are going to run across at the very beginning of the movie to go down there to Higbee's store to see all the stuff in there. So I tried to time it perfectly here. You have Drewdrop coming out, and Ralphie and Randy meeting up with Schwartz, and they are going to run across the street same time the Drewdrop does. He does a really good job of keeping in step with the rest of the kids here, and they run down the side here, which is now the museum. And this is after the actual we went in, but I'll show you some pictures of the inside because we could take pictures. But the outside of the house, they show it, let you come out and film the outside, and just beautiful how they did it here. And the yard was relatively big for that area, I guess. And back here is where the iconic little building here that Black Bart and his gang that Ralphie had a fantasy about, that he was keeping all these marauders away with his BB gun, Red Ryder. And this was the actual one that they used. They put a window or something on it since then, but Black Bart is attacking, and of course there's the Drewdrop looking out the window of the building. And of course Ralphie decides to use his Red Ryder BB gun to stop him, and Black Bart said, I'll be back. And of course Ralphie said, I'll be waiting. So this is all there. And he also shot himself in the eye in this one section right here. When he actually got the BB gun for Christmas, he went out in target practice and actually ricocheted the BB and hit himself in the face. He didn't actually shoot his eye out, but he thought he did. and destroyed his glasses in this same spot. And as I spin around here, you'll see the actual where he's got his broken glasses on. You can see how the block on the right matches up with the one in the house and the little window there next to the steps where his mother comes out to check on him. Really, really cool to be in the actual spot where this was filmed. I thought it was neat the way they restored this house and made it look just like it was back then. And there's the actual steps and the place where he got hit in the face with the icicle, he said. Okay, then when you go around here on the side, you'll see this window up here is where they actually filmed out of this window inside the house where Ralphie was writing his letter to Santa. And his dad comes in with his major award letter that he won, and that's where Drewdrop was actually sitting at the actual desk. And they did film out this window, so this was actually filmed, this part in the movie of him looking out at his dad, and this was actually the car beside the house. So that was really actually done at the house. All the exteriors were from this place, and just a few interior scenes. Where it shows the old man's car sitting out there, just like it, was yesterday as far as being filmed. Drewdrop sitting there on the side waiting for the old man to come in. Here's the side of the house here where you go into the front door and actually get a picture of me standing at the door before we actually got to go in. Got the horseshoe on it and everything. Really, really well done. The Drewdrop, the lights, they had different color lights on the porch area because it was Halloween. It was the 28th, a couple days before, 3 days before Halloween, so that's why they were that color. And here's some more footage or actual picture of the front. Drewdrop picked up a snow shovel and carried it over there, and I was afraid he was going to scrape the porch here. So he took it back over there. Now this place is open year-round. I think it's closed on certain holidays, but it is great here. On the right, on the left here would be the Bumpus' house. I don't really show it, but they got like a parking garage over there. Not parking garage, but a parking area over there. And here is the mailbox where Ralphie checked for his decoder pin, and the Drewdrop is looking. I think it's the authentic one. It's beat up pretty bad. And they did film this scene where they brought in the lamp, the fragile packaging. Was actually filmed from the front porch in Cleveland. And this is us inside. This will be all pictures from here on out. And me showing the sign of fragile. We put on a few little hats there they had in there we could actually try on. They sell these also. Drewdrop didn't want to put this one on, but it kind of made him. So he did pretty good. And this was a replica of the radio used in the film. They listened to Little Orphan Annie on Ralph and Randy to get the stuff about Little Orphan Annie's decoder pin. Really, really neat that they had this kind of authenticity on it, even though it may not be the one in the movie. Here we're in front of the mantle place and the tree and the leg lamp, of course. This is before I got my leg lamp. I was going to buy one there, but it cost so much money, and I ended up ordering it later on. We're here, the Drewdrop, it's got the Daisy Red Ryder rifle BB gun, just like the one in the movie that Ralphie holds. It was beside the desk, just like the old man told him. Here's this on the front thing. The lady took a picture of us there. And here is the bowling ball and the rifle in front of the actual thing. So Drewdrop decided to get his decoder pin and decode his Little Orphan Annie message. And so did Ralphie. This wasn't the actual bathroom in the movie, but it was neat. So they came out with the "Be sure to drink your Ovaltine" on the paper, just like it did there. And we had the soap that they had, Lifebuoy, that the mother used to be able to actually punish Ralphie with. I pretended like I could use it too, And you want to say something, Drewdrop?
Yes, I was wanting to say something. And the house was really, really cool. It was awesome, guys. It was cool just touring it. Like, I never thought I'd actually be at the house from, like, my favorite Christmas movie, like, of all time,
And you were 10 years old, so it's a lot different than you thought. And this is actually where they come down, the kids, seen the tree on Christmas with all the presents under it. and Ralphie and Randy were excited. And Drewdrop does the same thing. You remember that? You come
Oh
on
yeah, I remember that.
That was really cool to see the Drewdrop in that situation. The kitchen, there where Randy was up under there when the old man was going to kill Ralphie. And he looked at, we had that like a fake turkey there, and Drewdrop was acting like he was bringing it out. The kitchen table wasn't authentic, but it was the best they could do with what was there. And here, of course, we have the iconic snow scene with the old man and the mother where they're watching the snow come down. And me and Drewdrop took a picture on the porch. So I just want to say thank you all for watching this video. Remember, the Badraven is your friend, and we appreciate all you guys out there watching these videos faithfully. Please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And we just want to wish you a Merry Christmas here at the Badraven channel. And from me and the Drewdrop, we'd like to say thank you and goodbye.